Hello, welcome back to Divine Destiny Guide. I'm back with another message for you. I hope you're doing well wherever you are. Always sending you the purest of love and light. Remember, God is for us, and because He's for us, who can be against us? You, my brothers, you, my sisters, are blessed. You're highly favored, you're anchored, you're safe, and you are protected in divine's love. So let's see what we have here. Thank you for your continuous love and your support, for liking these messages. Again, from what I've heard, by you liking the videos, it helps with the algorithm. So don't just ignore the like, the thumbs up button, thinking, oh, somebody else hit the button. You don't need to. Your voice counts, and by you doing this, it helps the videos to move along a little further so that others can be inspired by these messages as well. So it's like you encourage others as well by paying it forward so that somebody can get these wonderful messages that are put out there, because then if not, somebody is left probably without an answer, without hope. So we are here, each one reach one, right? So thank you in advance. Rainbow waters, fulfill emotions, fulfilled emotions, rainbow waters. So some of you, I know I saw one earlier today, a picture of one in the area. Somebody took it and it was beautiful, a double rainbow. And this is God's promise to Noah, that the flood was over. The flood was over. It's healing, it's restoration, it's giving people hope. And again, I will always, and I will continue to always cherish what God made, not anything else that is used in place of. God made this so that we, whenever we see the rainbow as children of God, our hope is renewed, our faith is restored. That the floods, or the flood in your life, it is over. It's a reminder, it's a goodwill gesture that we are not alone. We're still protected. So again, it doesn't matter. Fulfill emotions, happiness, restoration. I don't know about you, but I remember growing up as a child, playing in the rain was so beautiful. Just being happy. It's having your burdens roll away. And this is what God wants to remind you today in this message, that your emotions are fulfilled. The flood, or the floods in your life, it's over. It's over. Yeah, it's over. So a lot of you don't need to pay a lot of things around you any mind. At the end there, it's a F word, but it says give fewer of those. Give fewer F's, like zero. So it's like, don't worry about what is going on around you, because of course people, our life, our situation is going to want to tell you a different story, but you know how the story ends. So this is like the rainbow, hope, promise. So it's like when the enemy tells you a lie, you remember God's promise for you. And it's like, just don't care what the enemy says. Just don't pay attention to what the people around you says. Continue to keep your eyes focused on what divine says. It's like, close your eyes to the nonsense. Don't pay it any attention. So this is pretty much what divine is saying here. If I put it there, it's gonna show. But yeah, just give fewer F's. That's what it's saying. fewer of those. Don't pay it any attention, basically. So God's rainbow, God wants us to let our hair down, to play, to have laughter, to have fun, to have joy in our life in this season. For a lot of you, you got it right this lifetime. You got it right because now you understand. And again, I don't understand or know a lot about past life and things like that. But even if it is at this place where you are in your life right now, you have a better understanding of why things happen, how things happen. And you're not tricked or naive, right? As the person you were maybe a year ago, a couple of years ago. You're more wiser, you're more smarter now. You got it right this lifetime. And it's like people can't play the same tricks on you, the things that used to trip you up in the past. No, you're not gonna fall for it anymore. And this is what a lot of people are realizing. A lot of cards came out, but it says you turn your pain into power and kitchen witch. So for a lot of you, yeah, people could have tried to do iniquity, work witchcraft, but you were able to transmute all of those. It's like you're not allowing the chatter to stop you. Like that card says, don't pay those things any attention. Give them zero attention. It's like you close your eyes to all of those foolishness. And because of that, people are baffled. Why is it that it's kind of like you're just going with the wind? People are doing all kind of things probably to throw you off. Life is coming at you in such a way where you should be frazzled. But it's like you got the message. And it's like you're clued in as to the traps and the plans of the enemies, and you're not allowing it to overcome you. You're not allowing it to overthrow you. And that's beautiful. It's like you are embracing God's promise for you. Fulfill emotions. You're not allowing the things around you to ruffle you so much that it throws you off. Wow. Yeah, so for some of you, people could have been using tracking devices and all of those to get to you, to throw you off, to keep up with you as to where you're going, what you're doing. At the back of the deck here, it says you school them. Tough lesson. So you school a lot of these people. It's like you're not allowing them to see you sweat. You're having fun and it's bothering people. It's bothering people to see how happy you are. Just a lot of cards falling out. It's people are, yeah, it says speak your truth. Speak your truth. Yeah, so a lot of you, again, you're standing up for yourself. You're speaking up for the truth. Again, it may not be what people want to hear, but it's what they need to hear. The truth sets us free. And a lot of people, they don't mind continue to live a lie. They don't want to know the truth. And it's like, in order to be happy, in order to have this joy inside, you have to be at peace with yourself. You have to be at peace with God. And it's like when you're at peace with God, at peace with yourself, then you're at peace with other people, even if they are not at peace with you. You are fulfilled. Your emotion is fulfilled. You're not waiting on other people to make you happy. You are happy. And it says here, getting readings on you. So a lot of people could be getting readings on you at this time as well. Spirit is saying a lot of them, they're also scared right now. They're scared right now. The magic backfired. So a lot of them, they're tracking you, spying on you, again, to see what is happening in your life, because for the attacks, the things that they threw at you, you should not be happy. They had other plans for you. And so this is why they're spying, they're watching, trying to keep up with you. And it's like they can't believe how peaceful you are. The things that they try to do to break you, the things that life throws at you to break you, and still you rise, still you bounce back, still you have a song in your heart to sing, still you're not allowing the enemy or the devil to steal your joy. They're not happy about that. They're not happy about that. And when you think about the rainbow, it's the colors also of like the chakras in there. I remember in school you learned that Roy G. Biv, RoyGBIV, Roy G. Biv. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. So this is you been having balance in your life. This is what is throwing people off, because they want to remind you of the flood. They want to remind you of the suffering. They want to remind you of the past. But God, you are telling them that the flood is over. God says the flood is over, confirmation. And if God says it, then that's what you believe, and you're going to rest on those promises, and you're happy about it. If God says it, He's going to do it. He's going to do it. Yeah, so a lot of these people also interfered with your business and your livelihood. So a lot of these people, because you were speaking the truth, or they did not want you to speak the truth as to what was happening in your life, these people interfered with your business however way they could to slow it down, to get people not to support you, not to come your way. To some of you, it's like you had to close shop, you had to close businesses. I can relate, because of what these evil people have done. And yet still, I am here by the grace of God. See, when you are not affected by the things that is going on around you, I'm telling you, it drives the enemies crazy. Because the things that they thought that if they take it away from you, you would just fall to pieces. And it's like when you have this peace, this joy, this hope that the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away, still blessed be the name of the Lord. You own nothing. Everything belongs to God. And if it happened that way, then that means that God knows what He's doing. And remember, God will use your enemies to take you as a vehicle to where you're going. He will. Because everything, this very same thing that they mean for your evil, He will use that thing, cause it to work together for your good. So they want to remind you about the failures, the things that didn't work out in your life, the things that they themselves set up traps for to work against you. And then they sit aside trying to watch, like with the GPS, they're watching you, tracking you to see where you're going next, what is going to happen to you. They're hoping and expecting the worst. But then all they can see is the rainbow. your emotions are fulfilled. God takes care of and He supplies your needs. I'm telling you, you mastered climbing Mount Slimy. These people did the most. They set up traps and things in your life. You know, think about the slime. When you touch it, your hands slide off. If your foot was to touch it, your foot would slide off. So they set up all of these slippery slopes in your life for you to backslide, for you to trip up, for you to fail, for you to be discouraged. And you were able to master it. Why? By the grace of God. You did not give up on yourself, and you keep hope alive. The promise, the promise, the flood is over. The floods in your life, they are over. It's over. And when God told Noah that it was over, it was really over. It was over. Wow. Yeah. So a lot of people are getting this message, you know, because they're getting readings on you too. But when they go to get these readings, they're getting the message that your emotions are fulfilled. That where they left you is not where you are. You grew from that situation. You're like that rose that grew from the concrete. They expected you to fail, to have nothing. They thought that, oh, you were so vain and into yourself. You didn't want your manicure and your pedicure to get messed up. And you were able to walk barefoot, roll your sleeve up, and got it out the mud. And it didn't faze you. So they're getting a message too. And let me tell you, they're not happy about what they're hearing. They are in deep thoughts. A lot of them are in deep thoughts as to the message that they're getting right now about how you are doing, how you overcame. They are not very happy. Yeah. It's like he's thinking like this person, they have plans for you. They map out how things should have worked out in your life. And for a lot of them, it's like they are stuck on your picture. They are stuck watching you because they can't believe it. They just cannot believe it. Yes, they're scared right now, the privileged lady or the privileged guy. Yes, it says here they are scared right now. They're watching you, GPS or their tracking device. And it's like for where you're going, that's not the route they had planned out for you. You know, that's not what they mapped out for you. And so they're scared right now because their magic backfired. Yeah, for a privileged lady. Yes, you are that privileged lady. You are that privileged man. This is what they're getting when they go to get readings on you. Yeah, because see, what they wanted was for you to be toiling and laboring, doing hard time. But what did I say? The rainbow is a promise to Noah that the floods are over. The flood in your life is over. Toil and labor, no. It's like you have done your time. This is what I'm saying. You got it right this lifetime. It's not about working harder, but it's about working smarter. It's about doing things in the purpose and the will of God. Because when you work in your purpose, it's like you don't call it work. It's like you never work a day in your life because you're having fun. Fulfill emotions. Whatever you're doing or you're about to do, it's going to be exhilarating. It's going to be fun. You're going to enjoy doing it. You look forward to it. It's not a pain. It's a pleasure. That's what they wanted for you. That's what they wanted for you. And for some of you, even though or even if you had to toil and labor, you still don't look like what you've been through. Because again, when you're getting it out the mud, you look messy. But then when you go and take a shower, you put your clothes on, it's like, wow. You know, it's like working in construction or doing something where you're tired and sweaty, and then you change off and you go out. It's like, wow. They can't believe what they're seeing. The magic backfired. So maybe for a while you were doing the toil and labor. Maybe you're doing it now. And this is a message to give you hope as to what is going to happen for you. I saw the card at the bottom earlier about distant horizon. What is coming in for you? Trouble does not last always, because the magic backfired. The spell broke. And I'm telling you, a lot of them, they're getting this message. And it says here, distant horizon. It's back here again. Yeah, you're a person of high honor. These people are going to be in despair. Yep, because when they look at you, the main male, you know, in this community, yeah, they're going to be trapped with the imprisonment card here. They are not going to be happy at all, because they wanted the worst for you. It's like people are jealous and envious of your life. They think you're privileged. They look at you and they try to do things to come against you, because they don't want you to be happy. They don't want you to believe the promise of God. They want to break your hope. They want to kill your spirit. They want to steal your joy. Remember, the enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. Yep, they interfered with your business and your livelihood. The child talks about innocence, talks about also new beginning. And these people, it's like they interfered. For some of you, it could really be with your own child. They could have called or tried to call CPS and all of those things on your child to disrupt your home as well. But they interfered with your life. You know, it's like the toy there. Think about a child with their toy. That's their safety. That's their security. She has her little canopy, her bed. So people want to rock your boat. They wanted to mess with your stability. They hated the fact that you have this purity about you, that you have this innocent about you. It's like they wanted you to be imprisoned. They don't want you to have unexpected income. They don't want you to have stability. They don't want you to have a community where you feel safe and you feel loved. Wow. That's what they don't want for you. But God is here to remind you about the rainbow. And some of you, you may be seeing rainbows. This is a confirmation for you as well, that the floods are over. The storm is over. I'm telling you, look, 10 of wands. 10 of wands. The burdens, they're over. This is what God, this is what they're hearing. You know, that no, they were getting readings to see how you're doing. All the burdens that they were placing on your life. How is it affecting you? How is it impacting you? And I'm telling you, they're not happy about what they're hearing. All because you choose to shift your perspective, to believe. It's like you're keeping your eyes on God and His promises for you. Yeah, 10 of Cups. Your happiness, your stability, your life, your family. It's like this is what they're hearing. You're happy, you're at peace. For a lot of you, you grew up to become this King of Swords here. You got it right this lifetime. It's like you're not playing with people anymore. You're speaking the truth. You're more emotionally intelligent. You're cutting it to the core. You're not tolerating anybody's foolishness or their nonsense anymore. Nobody come to you with any lies. You're seeing right through it. You're not playing with people. Yes, the wounded warrior, 9 of Wands. You see all these wands, they were laying on these burdens passionately on you, watching to see as they come how you're gonna manage these things, because we saw the toil and labor card. But you stood your ground, unwavering, courage in the face of adversity, whatever it is that they were passionately sending to attack you. All of them, all of their magic backfired, and because of that, they're scared. They're afraid now because they realize that this person, whether they want to acknowledge him or call him by his name or not, there is a power that is higher, that is more powerful than whatever they're playing with or playing in. Because I saw the card earlier about kitchen witch. So some of these people, they could have been paying for it or they were playing with it. And everything backfired. And the thing is that you did not lose your ground. Yes, it came at you heavy. See, from 10 to 9, it came at you, with the 2 of Swords. They wanted you to be confused. They didn't want you to see it coming. But God protected you. See, when you hide the word in your heart, and this is what the Bible tells us, we should hide his words in our heart. Because there's going to be times when you don't have the phone, you don't have a Bible to crack open. So this is why it is so important to learn to encourage yourself, to speak life into yourself, to have a relationship with divine for yourself. So that when there is nobody else to encourage you, nobody else to support you, nobody else to guide you, you can speak life into yourself. You can make yourself dance even when there is no radio, no music playing. You have a song in your heart to sing. So it's like these people, they were up to no good. It's like, with the 2 of Swords here, with the GPS, they wanted you to be confused as to which direction to go. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. They want you to be trapped and blocked. They were speaking negatively in and over your life as to what they want to see happen to you. But here goes the judgment. Judgment is called on these 3 of Cups. These people who were in the back here celebrating. See, for a lot of these people, they're realizing that it's not working, with this 5 of Cups. Nobody's even pouring it out. They are pouring it out. Because it's like they're realizing that the things they invested in, the cups, it's about emotions too. Because here we have rainbow waters, fulfill emotions. Your cups are full. But this person, they're realizing that everything they invested in, it's worthless. It's useless. So he's pouring it out by himself. Because it was all in vain. These people here, they celebrated early, but God saw what they were doing and called judgment on them to stop it, what they were doing, what they are doing. See, everything in life is only for a matter of time. Everything is only for a matter of time. And we see what's going on in the news, in the media, all of this stuff. I think last year, about November, There are some videos that I put out about just, the temptations with the sins of the devil, with, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life. And woe is he, or, to those who lead his sheep astray. And I know, like I've said in other videos, we all sin, we fall short of the glory of God. None of us are perfect, no, not one. But this is what I'm trying to encourage you, that you have to know the one and only God for yourself. Because I'm telling you, as God begin to blow his trumpet, because with judgment, all the dead in Christ must rise. And a lot of people that you're expecting to get up, they're not going to be there. Some of you, we have been looking up to a lot of people, and you're going to look around and they're not there. You're going to have to support, you're going to have to encourage yourself, speak life into yourself. And a lot of you who are in this community too as readers, it's like it is a blessing that a lot of the lessons that you have learned are still learning lessons, but if you understand what I'm saying, a lot of the hard lessons where people broke your heart, where you didn't know yourself and you make a lot of dumb mistakes and did a lot of foolish things, like myself, by just underestimating people, or again, maybe being gullible, being naive. But it's going through that healing, that transformation,